You're here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson, so we came as quickly as we—
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly rose.
Demoiselle! There was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
He's wounded? How badly?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof. Once the water receded and he saw the ground, he became—
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor. He—
Understood. I'll take over—
All right. You'll— I'm sorry. Right. Allow me to explain. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded on an aqua. The rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial seawater. Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured in the stampede, and some people fell from significant height. The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been a lot of casualties. The water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower level— No one knows if this could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the residents. We still haven't completed the head count, but we'll have some numbers soon.
How awful. And all of this just came out of nowhere.
It was quite frightening indeed.
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
Thank you for being so
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Demoiselle! We've got a situation here!
Sorry. I need to go for now.
And out she goes. Seems it might—
Okay, the wounded are being tended to, and we finished a preliminary head count. Of course, we should remain ready for anything, and continue doing our best to rescue others. I'll be sure to have everyone at the Spina di Rosula ready to render assistance. Traveler, Paimon?
Huh? Right now?
Thank you.
Sorry.
It's been a while. We're working as
Thank you. So, what's the— Nope. I've been here a while. How bizarre. Well, we will— Excuse me, good.
Gemma? You mean Caesar?
I'm just trying to get.
Yeah, she does. Ever since Caesar passed away, I asked her what she was. She knows he's gone.
She's been.
I'll bet. I don't know if I'm honest. I think this is all. Anyway, well, that's everything.
All right, well, thanks.
You're welcome.
Did you hear the news? They're saying the
You're kidding.
I don't know anymore, but what if? Just.
Called it.
Oh, please.
Wait, did I say that? I don't seem to recall.
Hello there. Sorry for disturbing. We're actually quite in.
You've come to the right. He was I was right up.
I saw him sometimes. But after he died, there were also, as I'm sure you know.
Whatever the case, now that the weasel is back, I bet Gemma. No, speak of the devil. That's her over there. If you've got any more questions about Caesar.
So that's. Wait.
Who's asking?
Don't be afraid. It looks like you're.
Thanks for your.
My name is Lynn.
My name's Paimon.
The weasel posted a. You knew Caesar. I promise.
No.
Got it.
If you don't have any more questions, please leave.
Judging by the look on her face, there's definitely some.
She's lying. She definitely.
That's fair. In any case.
Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation.
Right. That's how things are now.
Navia? Navia, what's wrong?
Sorry. I just... Malus and Silver. They... What should I do, Papa?
Huh? What happened to them?
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but they were helping evacuate the residents. But they couldn't leave, and... I've known them for so long. I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver, they're just...
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that...
I can understand. Besides,
See, it's not just me.
How could Mass... Yet the cemetery...
buying yourself a plot in it.
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Khaled.
Hey!
I'm quite serious.
That makes sense. And that,
After all, besides you, Demoiselle, the two of us...
personally,
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd promise to let... I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess.
Paimon doesn't know how...
I'd always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, Malus and Silver have helped me. I'm so sorry.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay...
Thank you. Right, by the way, you can have a look at this.
Obena... Khan... Burnett, so...
It's okay. The overall outcome indicates that the cost...
Right! Malusans...
You're right. What you said just now was...
Oh!
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
The knave? What?
Is everything going well on your side?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to... As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of.
Thank you very much.
Wait, do you two know each other?
We just met recently. Right, Miss Navia?
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter. But that doesn't quite fit thanks to the knave. Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation.
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing. That said,
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never worked with a Fatui before, and my subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations. I hear that they've also prepared...
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend... As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent the impending disaster. Lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that.
Without your help, there would have...
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver.
Don't say that. As Paimon said, I've never liked...
You're right. I'm sorry for your Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster.
So, you're one who...
Of course. That is why... By the way, traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Alright, then we'll just...
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. But there's no need, traveler. I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance. You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Previously, it was the Fortress of Meripede's sluice gate, and this time it was... Indeed. Allow me to share the latest... During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back to... Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the My people initially came to prepare for ruin.
So... That's why the Fatui were...
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been dispatched to higher ground. Linny told me that outside of the house, which is why I want to give you this task. The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you. I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider...
Oh! That's so...
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high...
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to...
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
You wish to join?
But are you sure you're up to explore...
Well, I'm sad. There's no point in being depressed. Besides,
Since you put it that way, I have no objections. All right? The ruins are to the south of Poisson.
Okay, the three of us will...
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Are these the ruins that...
They seem to be pretty.
Let's go in and...
Just be careful.
I see everything.
Here comes the catch. Witness this. Out of my way! Dissipate! Dada Kundala.
The floor here isn't safe.
Rain outlines your fate.
This place has also been contaminated.
Yeah. And a lot of it, too. A Fontanian would most likely dissolve the moment they...
Right! You can't go down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous and it won't be... Don't get by my wrong.
No, you're right. That complicates...
In that case, do you...
the water levels... I'll go together with you. Perhaps we'll find the exit just up ahead.
All right. Come with... Oh no, it's a dead end! Let's try climbing over from the side.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
There's something wrong with this bridge!
Demoiselle, what are you doing here?
Maybe she just wants...
Yes, it...
That's quite possible.
Oh. This is...
Is something the matter, Dem?
Oh, no. No, I'm fine. I was just trying to recall what...
Do you remember Mr. Giverny? He'd requested our help before with foreign merchants who had it.
We were headed to see how things were going with him at the moment.
Ah, right. Yeah.
Oh, Miss Navia. Ah, Mr. Malus. And Mr. Silver, too.
How have you been?
I've been great. They were knocking at my...
Sometimes force is required to calm someone down and get them to listen to what you have to say.
That's right. Oh, by the way, Burnett.
Oh, yes. Miss Navia, these are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. I don't know what we would have done.
Did you cultivate?
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, demoiselle.
Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the decorative plants.
Very well.
Wait, excuse me.
That's right.
No, it's not. I've heard. And why are there so few people around here?
We must mind the time.
We do.
Well, now,
Miss Navia, here you are. I've been looking for you. Please, come to the Opera House. Your trial is about to begin.
My trial?
Yes, she's right, Demoiselle. It's just about time.
Oh?
Look, it's Navi!
And her two attendants are with her. Goodness, everyone's finally here.
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem to be Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen. Why are so many people? And as for the judge... huh?
please sit in the...
All right. But...
Typically, it...
Hey, what kind of place do they think this is?
Come on, do they have...
Enough with the whispering!
My dear Miss Navia, have you not... As all here know, you are Master Callus's after you took up... Not only you, but... Yes, we are one big... Therefore, this fair and honorable...
Huh?
Oh...
How... I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
I seem to remember now.
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
Malus?
What was that, Mr. Malus? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. She's guilty!
Stay here, Navia! You're one of us!
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep...
I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady.
She was born a free and independent spirit.
Her actions cannot serve as proof that she identifies herself as part of any group. She merely acted as an individual, extending her hand to help others. Please do not mistake her actions as being otherwise.
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontanians here. This is the... Even if Miss Navia only voluntarily rendered her assistance, that doesn't change the fact that her beautiful soul must return. Everything is measured here in the nation of Hydro. And in the end, everyone shall melt. Now I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay. We and...
And you would call this justice? Preposterous. You are merely jealous that Demoiselle still has a chance to exist as an individual. Have you forgotten how much you all once longed to become individuals, to become independent?
Do you mean to defy?
If your justice is flawed, then why should we acknowledge...
As you said, we can also have our own justice. And that...
Demoiselle!
Silver, I remember now. Everything that Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
Don't be afraid.
Absurd! Who are you to say that she can... Don't let them escape! We shall...
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn? How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just. Navia belongs to us. After all that happened, she should not be left alone in Poisson.
What are you saying?
No more excuses!
He says we're jealous. Jealous? How could she possibly be in...
What's with these people?
Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us!
Miss Navia.
Silence.
That's...
Monsieur Neuvillette!
Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The accusations you just presented are nonsense and cannot constitute a proper... The court will adjourn for the rest of the day. In this, I shall hear no objections from any...
Our thanks, monsieur.
Please leave with me, Miss Navia, while there is still time.
But...
Go on now, demoiselle. This is your only chance to leave this place. What, can't...
Loose.
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that...
Malus... Silver...
Quickly, you must come now!
Goodbye, demoiselle.
Farewell.
No, wait! Just a second!
Navia?
You're awake. Good.
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still alive.
It looks like you're all...
Did all the sad feelings cause you to have a nightmare?
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in. When I arrived, I found you falling toward the water. You were just about to be dissolved within, but I... I think I saw 2 Oceanids protecting you. It was only for a moment. Were it not for their intervention, I would not have been able to...
Wait, did you say Oceanids? You mean like what happened with Vache?
Perhaps those 2 Oceanids were the people...
I always told them that they didn't have to protect me.
Please come with me.
Neuvillette, are you okay?
Oh, I am quite all...
Why do you look so stiff all of a sudden? Oh, Paimon knows. You're the type who feels awkward.
I merely thought that we should give Navia some time to herself.
Huh?
I suppose... Ah, Sigewinne!
No way, don't worry.
I see. Well, that is...
Oh, and the Duke also said...
Thank you. I have indeed...
He still doesn't know what to talk... So, Neuvillette... This isn't going anywhere.
Yes, in fact. I had arranged to meet you in Poisson, but when I arrived, I discovered that the Fatui were helping the residents evacuate. They had even transported a large quantity of supplies to the area. Amid my astonishment, I ran into the knave, and we had a chat. She informed me that she had asked you to...
Yeah, we originally planned to meet up with...
I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting like that. I'm feeling much better now. I guess we should get going again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
Oh, good! Another one fixed the party! Let's get going then!
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Oh no, another unstable path. Watch your step. Watch out! There are rocks falling over here!
Yeah.
It seems we're almost at the top. Keep it up!
Take it easy.
Hey!
Stand with me! Rain cutter! Things are about to get dicey. Busted!
Take it easy.
Looks like we've reached the end.
This is the place? There should not be any other hidden spaces in—
The path sure had some twists and turns, but it turns out that this place isn't actually that big.
Stone slates. It seems like...
Perhaps we should just leave them be for—
There are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates. The slate that...
The surrounding walls also show signs of damage.
There's something written below. Let Paimon see. Reason dictates that this nation...
It feels like someone left these slates and these words here for a purpose. But does he—
That would fit the circumstances dictated by the prophecy, yes.
There's a person kneeling here.
And is that Lady Farina?
And is that a ring of people around her?
The 4th image.
The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain. More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover it. Most likely due to us—
Don't blame yourself, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Ooh, Paimon's getting the chills just looking at it. This says that it's the history of the future.
I really hope it doesn't mean that.
Still, Paimon feels like these images are kind of weird when you look at them together.
That's right! If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the 4th, the waters drowning Fontaine, come before the 3rd?
And yet the order is reversed here.
If we go by timing—
Egeria, then. I had the previous Archon kneeling before the floating—
Did she herself commit that sin? Also, I'm still wondering why these ancient stones—
But who would have created these slates and left these words here?
It seems that any further clues will have to come from Farina.
In that case, there's no time to lose. There's nothing else to be gained here, so let's head back first.
Yeah, we better get somewhere safe for now.
Take it easy.
Let's split up here. I'm going to check on what's happening.
You still have energy for the...
Just head back to the Fleuve Cendre.
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard work, Traveler. I will go talk to Farina tomorrow morning to I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my office. I will share the...
Are you really gonna talk to her about this directly? Will that be a problem? Paimon's getting a little scared now that it's come to this.
She has long been harboring secrets and will not give them up easily, which makes it all...
All right, we'll leave it in your hands then.
I will be carefully considered.
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house at the Fleuve Cendre is open. All right, I'll be on my way then.
We're fine.
Welcome back. We've got a special menu prepared for you two tonight.
Yay! And there's good food too! No, the boss is the best. Ooh, desserts! Nice! These are all Paimon's! Paimon's already starting to forget what happened.
Oh, that voice. Is that who I...
Huh?
It's you two. What are you doing?
Mona?
Seriously, nobody just uses a scribe.
Still, we didn't expect to see you here.
Well, I have some business to attend to here, so I booked a hotel in the city. I was just out for a stroll when I bumped into you. Quite unexpectedly, if I might add. Why did you think I was from Fontaine, though? Is that because Magistus doesn't sound much like a Mondstadt surname?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Well, I used to have my own, sir. There was nothing for it. Nope. Although it is used...
Wow! Imagine including a boast in your name.
I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well, if I were to take one. Astromancer,
Whoa!
My name means...
Thrice as great?
I know, right?
Talk about it.
Magistus is thus the calling card of our school, so to speak, which makes it about the same as a surname. It's all right if you don't get it. You can look into it further should you need to study astrology more deeply.
But anyway, you're not fun.
Well, I was born in...
Oh, that's a good thing then. At least we know you won't be dissolved by Fontaine's waters.
Speaking of that, there's something ominous about it. The water, I mean. That was the main reason, yes. Just a while back, the Steambird invited. The invitation was sent quite early on. I don't think...
What do you make of that prophecy, Mona? Just tell us what you think as an astrologist. Your word would go a long way to make things more certain and less... scary.
What I can tell you is that I'm an astrologist. And that I'm afraid that this is not something that just anyone can do. If I could do it, you would no longer call me an astrologist, but a visionary. But on the flip side, the prophecy is so huge and powerful.
A visionary?
Of course. The old hag could do it, and I bet there are others amongst those Hexenzirkel colleagues of hers who could do something.
Huh? Thanks, Mona.
Oh,
that's the great indeed.
Oh, sorry. I came to see what all the commotion was about.
Oh, whoops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business.
And there she goes, quick as rushing water. And here we are with this fight. But we were able to good morning. To be honest, Paimon's still feeling but it's time to get up.
You're here!
Is some...
Monsieur Durvalette and Lady Farina, they seem to... Like I said, I've already explained everything!
And yet the problem has not been properly solved. There is little space. It is not my intention to offend you, but please, tell me where you stand. You look at this. This is a list...
You mean... they're all...
We did not arrive in time to avert this disaster, and I will not have it happen again. I will say this once more. You must tell me everything you know. Yesterday, I found 3 stone slates in some ancient ruins near Poisson. Do you know anything about those?
Seriously? You're questioning me like this is a court case now. I don't know anything about that. But you found them in some ancient ruins, you say?
That's correct, which is why I came to ask you some questions. There should have been 4 slates, but one of them was missing. The other 3 feature different images that seem to correlate to the
The prophecy?
The second of these slates depicts the previous Hydro Archon Egeria kneeling before a floating island in the sky, as if confessing something. Do you know nothing of this either?
I don't. I've never seen such slate.
I'll ask you again. Do you really have no information regarding the previous? My deciphering of the slates indicates that the Hydro Archon Egeria once had to confess to, or apologize for, a certain sin. If anyone would know about it, it should be you.
All gods don't have the same secrets, you know. She was herself and I'm me. Is it really so strange that I know nothing? I understand your concerns, but...
Forgive me for saying this now, Lady Farina, but I have long known of your various secret investigations into certain matters. There are several indications that you have been investigating the prophecy on the sly. This is not strange in itself, considering that you are the Hydro Archon. But it is strange that you should also claim to not know any of Egeria's secrets, as well as do nothing following your inquiries. You have never been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be, nor are you a fool. And yet...
So you've been watching me all this time, have you? I didn't...
You...
Well, since you know about my secret investigations, then you should know I'm actually working to take care of it. There's no point questioning or suspecting me. You're the Eudix, but you're still my subordinate. You should be following my lead. Just trust in me. You're Archon, and do as I say. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to. That's all I have to say. We do not discuss... Oh! The opera's about to start. Toodles!
Did Farina not notice us standing by the door? Wonder what's up with her. She was smiling. She didn't seem in the mood to care if we were listening in or not.
I assume you've been outside for a while now?
Oh! You know—
She was in a great panic, though I cannot discern the reason. Still, I do not understand. Everyone in her inner circle has noticed that she is hiding some secret. We may have to create...
Oh? Like what?
Normally, people will only reveal the truth when standing trial. Perhaps we must have...
But Farina's seen so many...
We will need to consider this thoroughly, join forces with various parties, and then do what we can. If at all possible, I would prefer to recuse myself from this affair, but this may be cruel to her. But all Fontaine is in crisis. The information a god possesses. But who will let...
Well, that's everyone, huh? Speaking of which, it was pretty smart of you to think of hiding here.
Poisson was just involved in a disaster, so it's presently devoid of people. That naturally makes it the best choice.
And here you are drinking tea like it's the most natural thing in the world, huh?
That's what families should do. Sit and enjoy a leisurely time together.
It's nice to enjoy tea here, you know? Care for a cup?
Lend me your ears, everyone. Or perhaps one of you might like to start us off. How about you, friend?
Me?
Then, how about you, good...
I fear that I will cause the mood on this boat to become as somber as it is in court.
Well then, I guess we're lucky we've got a local like me to organize things.
That was a little long-winded, don't you think?
Oh, you might be right. Anyway, to cut to the chase, as for what that is, well, let's start by saying that we'll be...
Oh?
Well, it's just an expression, really. One that I just learned from Chlorand.
Huh? Didn't you say that you would be facilitating this?
Oh, come now. Your work doesn't involve much public speaking, right? This is a good chance to practice. You might even pick up some fancy oratory tricks to impress your boss with in the future.
I see. And what does my boss say?
He is glad that you consider him your boss. Do go on.
In that case, do any of you have experience hunting?
Not that I recall.
Fremine and I once used a wooden stick in a basket to catch wild rabbits when we were younger.
I've also gone diving to catch some fish before. Does that count?
I'm afraid not. You may or may not have heard, but Fontaine once played host to a group known as the Marechaussee Hunters. Though that was their name, they did not hunt animals, but rather various monsters left behind by the ancient... Today, Fontaine's monster population has already thinned greatly, so the hunters have blended back into society. A trap comprises of the following components: bait, a trigger, and a containment device. Sometimes a lethal implement will also be necessary. So, if we were to build a trap together, right now,
For me, our line of work requires a...
You used some of those techniques while moving the people of Poisson, didn't you?
Yes, and I even managed to gather some intelligence in the meantime. I'm quite the multitasker if I do say so myself.
I'm afraid I can't claim that as my...
Calm and steady. Exactly the kind of...
And I can be their assistant.
With discretion,
I'd probably use some sort of mechanical animal. Papa once bought me some... I remember that you liked those too, didn't you?
I did. And that would be a good way to go about it. If they're realistic enough, animals of the same kind will follow them all the way to the trap.
What about you, Monsieur Neuvillette?
I fear I...
That makes sense. You usually solve problems, but I do have one more If we were to create a trap now, how would you design it?
I would like for it to be effective.
Kind, as always. If we wanted to kill the prey in one strike, we would need a powerful implement. However, that also goes for prey that must be...
Wait.
Only a hunter who's a true expert at...
So...
Huh. We hadn't thought...
If our means of capturing and dealing with our prey is to put them on trial, then the hunting method... But we shall require much more courage than any hunter to judge a god.
Oh, so that...
Few days, hasn't it? Paimon didn't think that Paimon thought they'd be at least a little frightened. Well, Fremine was, now that Paimon thinks about it, but everyone else just looked a little... well... It's hard to say. Paimon doesn't have any... After all, you're the most reliable person in the world, aren't you? Did you just... Paimon's never seen that couple...
Don't be frightened. I'm just joining you. Aw, have you forgotten me?
Wait, you are familiar. You're the voice we heard from the sky in Sumeru.
The voice from the sky, You're feeling lost now, just as you were. Consider me a pet. The prophecy. Yes, what has been prophesied will be fulfilled.
What?
I believe you have witnessed a failed attempt with your own eyes. Can everything in Tevat so so you've... Just as prophecies are usually only the future as seen from the perspectives of the gods, could things be happening in hidden corners? Are the things that you shall see different?
What is she...
I believe that you understand, right? Ultimately, fate shall serve as your only...
The voice. What? Alright, hey, it's you who's getting lazy, okay?
Well, I see I've walked in on some lively banter. Fine, just fine. I went to take part in that Steambird panel. Not all Fontanians are pessimistic about this. One did
she have pink hair?
Why, yes. It was I'm in full support.
That's right!
Ah, yes. About what we had... Huh? Goodness gracious. Are you serious?
She said that even the god...
The Hexen Circle members are certainly anything but ordinary. As for the mage named N, the old hag has mentioned her a few times. She said that N's sense of direction is incredible, and that she loves guiding those who are lost. But I've never met her, and if she were still alive, she'd be... well, suffice it to...
Whoa. The Hexen...
Their abilities alone are pretty...
Well, it's not like Paimon could under...
Yes, she was quite cryptic. Perhaps it is something that you can... Traveler, Paimon? Are you...
Oh, we're fine. We're just a little down right now. It kind of feels like the end is coming, you know?
I see. I guess you could consider me someone who has often witnessed fate. So far, but even so, perhaps that's what N was trying to tell you. I did originally think of...
Huh. You do have a point.
It was worth trying to come. I suppose that might...
Paimon feels kind of moved by what Mona said. Hey, Traveler. Let's walk around the city, shall we? There's a few spots we always like to walk by.
Take it easy.
Huh? Our names are written in the... Let Paimon see! The underwater stronghold, the Fortress of Meripede, has continued in its noble autonomy, but that my recent attempts to enter the fortress bore little fruit. Thus, did an Outlander friend become the focus of this report? A blinded... So while the fortress's interior remains a mystery behind closed doors, do not fear, for the journalist Charlotte's biggest scoop yet. Charlotte took so many awesome... She hasn't been able to get a hold of anything at the fortress, so since we're... seriously? Well,
Over here.
Lynette's not joining us today.
I've had her followed. Still, I don't think that Gemma's likely. Today we'll be looking into a guy. When Caesar passed before long, I had to pull.
You neglected...
My apology.
Oh, forget the pleasantries, just sit.
Get a load of this guy.
I only agreed...
Much obliged, sir. Yesterday morning, I have to get to the bottom of this to
What is there to investigate? Caesar was the...
Please, sir, no...
Possibility. The weasel is dead. Period. Everyone knows that.
Oh, sir, my pride...
Your pride?
I want to find out...
What would that...
Uh-oh. This is...
Renzo? Is that? Oh,
Another day, I'm...
oh, come on.
If I wanted your...
Sorry, my good sir. I don't believe I've had.
Oh, hey. This is your... and he wonders why he can't get a girlfriend, despite being...
Shut up and get out of my face. Another word...
so...
I think it's high time I made a move as well. If you really want to investigate this, Linny, be my guest. But if nothing good comes of it, don't say I didn't warn you.
Well, that fell to pieces in a rather spectacular fashion. Any thoughts?
Totally! He's gotta be high.
I think so too. That guy Edmondo.
Take it easy.
You okay there?
Oh, I say wait.
So he was...
Hey, don't go prime.
What kind of...
Don't even take it. That's not a good...
And there he goes.
Shh. Don't say anything and don't look back. Any altercation in the city will attract...
We're here! Hey, quick! Look! That's the limited edition, only 16 slices, and it was so delicious the last time we tried it, despite the tense situation we were in. One slice of cake, please. Someone showed up after all! Oh, wait, you're the one from the Palais Mermonia.
Oh, are you here to buy cake too?
Wait, did he really say something?
That's right. Even he.
Do you come here often?
Usually every day.
Every day?
It's part of my daily schedule, apart from...
Then what if someone told you one day that this place would be closing soon?
But why would it close?
Well, Paimon...
Oh, the prophecy. No, it's the same for eating in general. You might not be able to eat tomorrow, but...
Huh.
Don't be sad. Excuse me, could I have 2 more slices of cake to go? These 2 slices are for you. Sijuin said...
Oh, you know Sijuin?
I sure do. She was born before me, and she sometimes... She said that humans are creatures that are sad and... I've got something else to do, so I'll be...
And there she goes! Alright, let's dig in. It's more delicious. Sure would be nice if we could always eat Oh, we're near the Seabird office. Let's go look for Charlotte and have a chat.
Wow! If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon!
Ha! You've got some nerve! You just used us to make some quick Mora!
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I heard that it's all right, though. I've said...
Really?
You're almost a...
Oh, Paimon knows you're...
Still, what brings you here all of a sudden? Were you looking for...
A friend of ours met you a while back, and when she mentioned it, we thought of coming to see you.
Ah, so you know Miss Mona as well. She said...
So she mentioned me? What? She said that you're a real dude.
Nice. In which case?
Huh? So your article in the paper today?
Oh, of course it doesn't. That was more like,
Yeah, are we?
why not? If I say you're worth.
Oh, in that case, we'll...
Oh, so that's a yes? Ooh, splendid! I'll tell the editor-in-chief. Whew, so much to get done now. Talk to you later.
Wait, Charlotte, Paimon's still got a question for you.
And what's that?
If, just for example...
Huh, that's the prophecy you're talking about, isn't it? If you're seriously asking, then I might try and think of a way to leave Fontaine. Oh, but from what I've seen, most people don't know what they'd do should the worst... So in all likelihood, I'd probably still be prepping it. Just think about it. If this nation really... And then do you know what I'd do? Well, I'd write that story, send it for printing, and use messenger pigeons to get copies out to the... I'm not a dreamer, but anyway.
That's... so... Anyway, let's go and take a look at the sea, shall we? The sea breeze and scenery can be a pretty soothing combo, huh? Paimon's been thinking. If it wasn't fun... No, Paimon should ask... We've always been moving to the next destination, so we haven't spent much time thinking about these kinds of things. You mean, still traveling? Huh. Feels like he'll grow more, but it's still better than the Fortress of Meropide.
So the two of you are still here.
Oh, you're from the Palais Mermonia, aren't you?
Yes, I'm Isadora. Not at all. Yes, inside the...
A riot?
Well, that said, Lady Farina was loudly accusing, and before she could respond, others started to join in. The crowd continued to grow in protest against the Hydro Arc.
So people have started to put the blame on
I agree. People...
So what happened after that is for...
Seeing that the situation was spiraling out of the Marechaussee Phantom had...
So...
That's right. The Marechaussee... That said, I don't think there's much to worry about. She is a god, after all. Even if she were to fall into the hands of rioters, what could ordinary people do to her? Good. Monsieur Nervillet sent me to tell you about the situation.
Don't worry, this is more than enough to...
Is that so? Well, all right then. In that case, you two take care. I'll be heading...
Well, sounds like we should hurry over to Poisson then. If we know Farina, she won't try to fix things in this. And as when Nervillet was talking, it would be hard for her to... Paimon thinks Farina's probably taken... Huh! Well, what do you think? Paimon knows the answer, of course, but in that case, there's not a moment to lose. Poisson, here we come! This place looks deserted. Guess all the survivors must have evacuated already. All that's left here are signs of devastation. Could Farina really be here? Let's try to find her as soon as possible. That's Farina, right over there. She
Should I just give up? What was meant to happen did happen after all. Everyone's dead. I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Give up, Farina. There's no point in holding out. I'm sorry, but what can I even do other than to repeat meaningless apology? Who's that?
Don't worry, Farina, it's just us. Farina.
What do you mean, Who did that? They even... Oh, and I'm sure Nouvellette and those people from the Marish Jose Phantom are freaking out right next to them, too.